Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've never been here before, all we do is talk books. Today I am doing something that I should have probably done when I started the channel like 30 videos ago, and it's the Booktube Newbie Tag. And you're saying, it's not 2013 and you're doing a tag? I grew up on book tags. Like when I found Booktube, there was a new book tag every single week, and I think we should bring them back. So I'm not only introducing myself and my channel, but I'm also trying to bring back one of my favorite Booktube trends, tags. So let's just go ahead and start the Booktube Newbie Book Tag so you guys get to know me a little better, even though I've been here for a while already. Question number 1, why did you start this channel? I started the channel because I wanted to talk books, and I wanted to say stuff that through my TikTok videos I either couldn't say, or didn't have enough time, or I don't know, I just wanted a new platform to talk books, and I found YouTube, and this was where I first came when my book obsession started back in 2013, and I was like, I want to be part of that. So that's what I'm trying. I'm trying to be part of something I've always felt part of, kind of. But yeah, I just want to talk books. Nothing more to it. That's all. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? The book community sometimes can get a little negative, and we tell each other a lot what is good to read or what we can read. And I'm just like, I don't care. I want to read whatever I want to read. If you don't want to read what I want to read, then just, don't read it. But I think Booktube and Book Talk and Bookstagram and everything should be about spreading the bookish love, not spreading the bookish hate. That's why I usually stay away from like author drama, because half the time I don't even know who the author of the book I'm reading is. I just read it for the book. And also I like to just, like when people ask me, what book do you not like? So yeah, I guess my unique thing is that I don't care. Fun, just new videos of me being my weird self. What are you most excited for in this new channel? I think I'm just excited mainly like to talk to you guys, because every time I get like a notification that I have a new comment, I'm like, somebody I can talk to, somebody I can vibe with, somebody who's gonna give me new book recommendations. So I think that's just getting to share opinions and just stuff. But yeah, that's probably the most exciting thing about the channel. Why do you love reading? Sometimes reality sucks. Sometimes it gets in the way. Sometimes you have to be a grown-up. And it's not the best. So it's fun to open a book and be like, a vampire whisked me away, or I was taken by the High Lord of the Night Court, or I'm having the best time at college. I don't know. I read from high fantasy to like the most mundane books ever. So I think that's why I love reading. It just takes you to a whole different place. Like you're in the place. Like when you watch a show, you're watching somebody else be in the place. But when you're reading a book, you're in it. And I think that's the best part of reading. What book or series got you into reading? If you've been here a while, you know it's Twilight. I got no shame admitting it. Like I said before, I don't care what people think. So I'm like, Twilight, I'm waving my love for Twilight really high. I'm not as obsessed as I was back when I was 13, which is when I first discovered it, but I still got love for it. I do see all its flaws, but I love him for it, or I love it for it. Yeah, it was Twilight. I love Twilight. I still reread it almost every year, and that was my first love. Thank you, Twilight. Forever. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Now, my favorite booktubers are like all the originals, because that was when I came into booktube, which is like Christine, Emma, Jessie, all the OGs. And I think I would just ask them for book recommendations, honestly. Like, can you give me the deeds? What book should I read? They fed my book obsession when I started and no one around me got it. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Right now, the hardest challenge is getting my family to stay quiet. Other than that, I think it's just having patience, because sometimes I'm like, oh, nobody watches my videos, oh, nobody cares what I have to say. But then I'm like, you know what? Like, 20 people saw it. That's enough. That's all I wanted. So, yeah, it's just patience if you want your channel to grow. And I guess just keep going. Don't give up. At least that's what my brother told me. When did you start reading? When I was in preschool? I don't know, when they gave me a book when I was little, that's when I started reading. Now, if you're talking about I started reading obsessively like I do now, that was when I was like 13, 14, 12. It was around that age. Where do you read? This is easy. I read literally anywhere. Like anywhere. The car, home, eating, with friends. Like, I live every morning because I do ballet, so I leave every morning really early in my house, and I usually get to my ballet studio like 45-30 minutes earlier. So I read in the car until I decide it's time to go in to warm up, and then I'm warming up and I'm reading, and while I'm warming up before it's time to go into the studio. Sometimes I take my book inside the studio so I can read until the last possible moment, because I read anywhere. I can read anywhere. It's the best. Audiobooks, so I can read while I'm driving. Literally anywhere. At night, my brother hates the light being on, so I have to read on my iPad. I read on my iPad. On my phone, I read on my computer sometimes when I have to. Anywhere. So where do I read? The world. And last but not least, what kind of books do you like to read? Except horror, I read anything. I love mysteries. I love like rom-coms, like contemporaries. I love fantasy, like either high fantasy, low fantasy, any fantasy. I love paranormal stuff. I love dystopian. I would read anything. My favorite, like my 3 top favorite series are completely different genres from each other, because I literally read anything except horror. I need to find a good horror book that brings me into horror if I want to give it a try, but that's like the hardest. Also, I don't read a lot of nonfiction, not to say like none at all. If you also can drop some nonfiction recommendations, I'll pick those up and I'll branch my tastes in books. And that was it for this video. If you guys want to see more of my videos, I have a lot out, because believe it or not, this is not my first video, even though it's the newbie tag. So if you want to see more of those, make sure to subscribe and go to my channel to see all my videos. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and comment down below if book tags should come back. And since I'm late to the game, since 8 years or more, comment down below any old book tags I should do, or new ones you want to create, and you'll see them soon. But that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next Monday with another video here on my channel.